Hey guys, Seleno here from PlayToEarn.net. Today's video is another episode of our weekly news series where I'll be talking about major news that happened in the PlayToEarn gaming scene this past week to give you a recap. This is going to be another long video with the amount of news, so without further ado, let's get started. To start off our list, Everseed released a second time limited gameplay demo. Amihan Entertainment, the developers of Everseed, which they describe as a farm-to-tabletop MMO, have released a second demo of the game. Just like the previous one, this demo is available for a limited amount of time, with no exact end date given, though the devs have stated that it will be playable for a short time. This demo builds upon the previous one, but now, alongside the tutorial levels, they've also added the proving grounds. The difficulty is ramped up in this new level and features 3 new battle plans you can use to fight off the enemy creatures. Players can now also gain experience for leveling up their Ranger NFT by successfully beating the level. In order to play this demo, players have to log in using their Discord account over the game's website, after which they can link up to 3 Solana wallets to the accounts containing Rangers. Players need at least 1 Ranger in order to play directly from the browser on PC. As for the newly added Proving Grounds, players need to have 25 of the endgame staking currency called Favor whenever they want to start the level again. According to the roadmap, a closed alpha of the game is set to launch sometime in 2023, followed by an open beta in that same year. Up next, Heroes TD version 163 released. CG Studios, the team behind Heroes TD, an NFT tower defense game, have released version 163 for their strategy title. The update brings some balancing changes to Mount Blanc and Alex heroes, some of which include increasing attack and poison damage for the former, reducing the mana pool for the latter, and more. When it comes to the co-op mode, the changelog notes state that the daily quest is now calculated according to wave. The developers have also introduced a tutorial to help onboard new players, while also giving double IGC on the first purchase. Players can now also participate in tournaments. A new medal system has been added, which basically represent what rank the player is in. There are 11 different medals starting from noob and ending at god. If a player doesn't play for 72 hours, then every 8 hours after 72 hours deducts 40 RP. An adjustment to energy flow has also been made. The amount of energy a player now uses per match depends on the rank they are in. Running on the BNB chain, the free-to-play title is available on PC via web browsers as well as on Android and iOS devices. Up next, Era 7 Game of Truth announces the World Cup tournament. Era 7 Game of Truth, a play-to-earn trading card game on the BNB chain, is getting a World Cup tournament in August this year, according to the team's recent announcement. Alongside a carnival event that anyone can partake in, a new version of the NFT title will also be released. The seasonal event, set to last around 6 weeks every season, brings with it the new ranked match mode, where players are randomly placed into 4 different leagues. There's also a new spectator mode allowing players to watch matches, while the reward system allows players to support their favorite players and get various great rewards. The tournament, played via ranked matches, is divided into 2 3-week phases, the preparation phase and the battle phase. Players that are in the top 324 in each league by the end of the first 3 weeks will qualify for the battle phase. The groups keep getting smaller as more players are eliminated until the final match, with the prizes being given out in the form of the game's era tokens. With the new reward system, players can earn in PvE, weekly quests, and weekly ranked rewards, and also 3 additional rewards and special prizes when taking part in the new tournament. There are rewards in each tournament stage. It will also be possible to earn special prizes across various stages. Up next, DeFi Kingdoms reveals patch note updates. DeFi Kingdoms recently unveiled a fresh patch update to members of its community. The patch updates feature 3 major areas: the introduction of mining profession quests, the alchemist setting, and the usual bug fixes. In the game setting for the new mining quest, the mining guide, Pikman Kudmeyer, broke through a load-bearing wall while working in the cavern, creating access to an unexplored region of large deposits of gold and crystal. The game requires players to use their hero to help clear out the tons of rock gotten from the hole created by Pikman Kudmeyer. Players must switch to the Profession Zone to put their miners to work in Crystal Vale, collecting all the gold and crystal they can carry. The Crystal Vale mode requires 1,250 locked crystal to earn the maximum jackpot of 10 crystal, while 5,000 crystal is needed to mine for maximum rewards. In the Alchemist setting, 2 mysterious figures have turned an abandoned storehouse outside town to a bastion of alchemical delights. The interior of the room is filled with offensive fumes from the infiltration, and the alchemist offers a collection of potions to brew under his expert hand. Players who intend to mix up a few potions will provide gathered supplies and newly discovered gold. Numerous bugs in the game have also been fixed. Up next, Blockchain Cuties welcomes Season 8. Blockchain Cuties is launching a new season called Devasoden. This season will feature new locations with 5 new adventures that players can explore and claim treasures. Some adventures are available to everyone and they hold basic resources that everyone will require. Others require expertise and a rite of passage or offerings. They hold resources that allow advanced crafting. In addition, there is a site that is only available for seasoned heroes and contains the most wanted resources in the game. The season also includes a chance to challenge the kings of the local elites. There's a forge where you can turn your assets into powerful tools, and there's 7 new items for Cuties, all of which are available for crafting. The season has a pass that gives value to those who choose a premium path. They are also entitled to a 100% daily season point cap increase, 2,000 more gains like crafting ingredients, stackable wallpapers, loot boxes, exclusive NFTs, and many more. They will also enjoy advantages in the Forge and the Marketplace, get exclusive items, extended creator bench, and unbinding recipes. There are 4 different options, some of which offer only a pass, while some give extra levels and even loot boxes. Up next, Ookeenga Beta Test is now live. The beta test for Ookeenga, a PlayToEarn strategy card game similar to Clash Royale, is now officially live. Players can play for free by creating an account on the game's website. This beta version contains a $7,000 prize pool, and with it, new features that will also make their way into the official launch. Out of the $7,000, $5,000 is allocated to the beta tournament where players can earn rewards from PvE battles, while $2,000 is reserved for the bug bounty program. In both cases, the rewards are given out in the game's OKG token, equivalent to the prize value, with the prizes sent within 1 month after the token generation event. In the tournament, every player is given 3 random heroes who all have the same rarity to play PvE rounds, earning stars with the goal of being the player with one of the highest amount of stars in order to qualify for rewards. The Bug Bounty Hunter program will reward 10 players who find low priority bugs with $30 each in OKG, $70 each in OKG to 10 players who find issues classified as medium priority bugs, and $100 each in OKG for 5 bounty hunters who successfully uncover a high priority bug. This beta test started on August 1st and ends on August 29th, the same time the tournament is set to end, while the Bug Bounty Hunter program ends on August 15th. Up next, Engines of Fury PvE Boss Fight game mode set to release this year. The team behind Engines of Fury, a 3D auto battler mode made in the Unity engine, recently tweeted that the game's PvE Boss Fight game mode will be releasing sometime this year. In this game mode, players will get to battle a range of different aliens, from which they'll be able to earn XP and also the Fury token and NFT blueprints by winning a fight. Fury is the game's main token used for staking, trading NFTs, exchanging crypto, taking part in arenas, and as an entry fee for this upcoming game mode, according to the white paper. Players will get to equip their weapon and armor NFTs, including various abilities, before watching their customizable and upgradable character or champion battle it out against a boss in animated 3D action in the form of auto battler gameplay. The character's class, level, items, abilities, and the game's RNG all have an effect on the outcome of the boss fight. No exact date for the PvE gameplay was given, though the developer's roadmap states that a PvE-only public launch of a demo will release in Q3 this year, followed by an alpha launch in Q4 of 2022 that will feature both PvP and PvE modes. The game is backed by Animoca Brands, DAOmaker, Kairos Ventures, and more. Up next, SIDUS Heroes introduces bank investments in version 0.1.18. The play-to-earn browser MMORPG, SIDUS Heroes, has recently gone into version 0.1.18, which added in bank investments. With the new bank module, players are able to deposit and withdraw their SIDUS tokens with a 2% fee. This new bank investment stage allows users with the highest bank investor ratings to obtain banking licenses, which allow for banking processes to exist on other planets. There are 3 different types of licenses: Common, Epic, and Legendary license. The Common one allows a player to operate on a single planet, the Epic one allows 2 planets, and the Legendary one allows 3 planets, with each planet representing a separate game within the SIDUS metaverse. Only 30 licenses will be given out and no more will be awarded during the next 3 years. Out of those 30, half are common, 9 are epic, and 6 are legendary banking licenses. The new update also marks the return of the Hyper Prism feature. Players can now stumble upon the boss in regular PvP battles, giving players the option to fight the boss if they wish, along with a special reward if successful. For more specific details on everything included in the new patch, you can check out the official notes. Up next, Blockchain Brawlers set to launch Brawl Mall. Blockchain Brawlers will soon introduce Brawl Mall as part of its foundational technologies. In a blog post, the team said the mall is the new feature it will release as part of the strategy to resolve users' challenges. The Brawl Mall is a marketplace for players to purchase in-game items from the Brawlers community using the Brawl tokens. The mall is accessible by selecting the bottom left-hand tab beside the inventory. This additional feature shows that the team is ready to expand the token's utility. The mall will start by selling custom frames and new avatars. Afterwards, the place would host future swag kits for Brawlers. These items will not be NFTs at the start. Once group crafting is possible, the game will sell custom skins for packs to allow customization. In the future, players will be able to mint them as NFTs. The game is also integrating the VIRL market, which will allow players to list items on a secondary marketplace. The market will also allow Wax P, Brawl, and Gold NFTs. There is a total of 36.6 million Brawl tokens, meaning that 95% have been mined already, and the mining process will soon end. Next, Sweatcoin developer Sweat Economy raises $13 million in a round led by Spartan Capital. Sweat Economy, the company behind the wellness app Sweatcoin, has raised $13 million in a round headed by Spartan Capital. Electric Capital, OKX Block Dream Ventures, Goodwater Capital, and GSR Capital all joined in the round, which included both equity capital and a private token sale. Sweat Economy plans to use the funding to promote the adoption of its native currency Sweat throughout its ecosystem, including on the Sweatcoin app. Sweatcoin rewards users for their daily walks with off-chain money that can be used for discounts or donated to charity. According to Apptopia data, it claims to have over 100 million users, making it the most downloaded health and fitness app in 2022. According to Sweat Economy, Sweatcoin users must opt in to use its on-chain money, which may be exchanged one for one for Sweatcoin. The company claims that nearly 11 million people have downloaded the wallet software while doing so. The startup will have a token generation event on September 12th to celebrate the launch of the token and the corresponding wallet. The Sweatcoin will be officially introduced at this time on the Near and Ethereum blockchains. Up next, Crazy Defense Heroes announces new Tower Token earning event for BattleCard NFT holders. Starting from August of 2022, BattleCard NFT holders will gain extra Tower Tokens by meeting certain criteria in Crazy Defense Heroes. If you have a legendary card, you could earn up to 1,000 Tower Tokens and a badge NFT by the end of the month. There are 4 reward tiers available in this Play and Earn event. BattleCard NFT holders must meet all the criteria for a specific tier in order to obtain rewards from that tier. For instance, if you want to earn the common tier reward of 100 extra Tower Tokens, make sure you own at least one BattleCard NFT and check in for 7 days within a month. But each NFT card can only be used once to fulfill a Rarity requirement within a month. To illustrate, if you have 1 Epic and 2 common cards, you can only use your Epic card to fulfill the Epic tier requirement. The same card cannot be used to obtain tokens from the Rare Reward tier. Once done, you will earn tokens from each reward tier as below. The Crazy Defense Heroes team will only take a snapshot of all Tower BattleCard NFT owners between the 1st and 10th of the following month. To receive their extra earnings, players must keep their NFT cards in their linked wallets during this period. If you're liking this news list so far, remember to check out our website and news section to be updated with everything about blockchain gaming. Now let's get back to the video. Up next, Drunk Robots adds energy recovery for racing mode Drunk Races. Drunk Robots, a play-to-earn game on the BNB chain, recently received a new update and introduces energy recovery in the racing game mode Drunk Races. Players will now be able to restore energy by paying in metal. The charging cost depends on the rarity of the card used, as well as the amount of times it has already been recharged that day. If a player wants to recharge a common card, then the first 3 recharges will cost 100 metal each. Further recharges that same day, from the 4th recharge and onwards, will end up costing 300 metal per recharge. As for restoring the mileage of carts, the developers have decided to postpone the feature and introduce it once they have successfully moved the races over to the dashboard. Because of this, the team has decided to stop development on the gang system for the time being and put complete focus on bringing these new racing updates. Until the ability to restore the life cycle of a cart becomes available, players will have to either wait for the feature to come out or buy a new cart to continue racing. Up next, Sky Mavis adds 4 new validators to the Ronin Network. Axie Infinity developer Sky Mavis recently added 4 new validators to the Ronin Network. These validators that will help further bolster the security of the network are the following: Coco Bear, Dialectic, Quest, and Yield Guild Games. Coco Bear is a longtime supporter of Axie Infinity and an NFT collector who owns rare Axies and plots of land. Coco will serve a technical role tasked with monitoring the technical aspects of running the server. Dialectic is one of the investors in Axie Infinity and Sky Mavis. Quest is a Web3 guild that runs the Axie Infinity Creator Program and has experienced engineers who will help in maintaining the Validators node server. Quest is a Web3 guild that runs the Axie Infinity Creator Program and has experienced engineers who will help in maintaining the Validator node server infrastructure. And Yield Guild Games is one of the most known crypto gaming guilds, whose DAO has over 26,000 Axies and 235 land plots. Their chief technology officer and co-founder, Owl, will be overseeing the Validator node. This addition of new validator nodes to the Ronin Network is a step forward towards fulfilling the security roadmap the Vietnam-based studio outlined back in April this year, after $625 million in funds were stolen from the Ronin bridge, with all user funds being reimbursed since. The long-term plan is to have more than 100 validator nodes securing the network. Up next, Infinite Fleet launches into beta. Infinite Fleet, a sci-fi strategy MMO, has officially launched into beta. In order to play the beta, players must buy a ship. Ships are available in limited quantities. As of this recording, the Polaris Cannon Mk5, Polaris Versa Mk6, and the Polaris Envoy Mk3 are still available for purchase. The game was previously playable in alpha, which ran from the beginning of March till the end of May. Since then, a couple of new features have been introduced and various new improvements have been made. Players no longer need to click on each ship to give orders in the tactical view. The visual quality of the game has improved, while the HUD has been redesigned, and the minimum specifications needed to play the game have been drastically lowered. 3 types of missions have been added to the beta: reconnaissance, assassination, and routing. The first type tasks players with searching enemies or objects to scan, sending the scan data back to the United Sol Federation. In the second mission type, players must eliminate a certain enemy. And in the third one, routing, players have to take out an Aatrox threat. Completing missions will award players with USF credits. Up next, Aavegotchi announces dates for Rarity Farming Season 4. The fourth season of the Aavegotchi Protocol's original play-to-earn mechanism is coming soon. The event will be across 3 categories: Rarity, Kinship, and XP. The top 7,500 gotchis will share a prize pool of 1.5 million Ghost, or approximately $2 million. Rarity farming is a play-to-earn mechanic designed to reward the most engaged members of the Aavegotchi ecosystem. The mechanism rewards players for making their Aavegotchi NFTs as rare as possible, equipping them with wearable NFTs, petting them twice daily, and participating in XP events. To attain the Rarity leaderboard, players must purchase or summon the rarest Aavegotchi and boost their rarity using the right combination of wearables and wearable sets. Season 4 started on July 28th, and the first official snapshot will be out 2 weeks later, on August 11th. The event will last for an 8-week Rarity farming period. Season 4 will have 4 rounds, which will last for 2 weeks each. Rewards would be allocated after each round. Aavegotchi NFTs can hold ghost token balances inside them, and all rewards can be viewed and withdrawn from Aavegotchi's interface. The next competition commences immediately after a snapshot of the previous event has been taken. Up next, Arc 8 Season 4 starts August 8th. Arc 8 has officially launched Season 4, with the preseason running from August 1st to August 7th. Season 3 included the launch of weekly airdrops, Hoopshot starter G-Bot competition, and 3 token takeovers. However, Season 4 will host even more exciting features. The preseason will run for a week and feature 1v1 matches among players and other kings of the tournaments where players can earn GMEE, complete qualification matches, and prepare their skills for the season ahead. Weekly airdrops will also continue so the players can earn tickets for the draw and win GMEE payouts in the process. The main season starts on August 8th and will run through October 2nd. This new season will share a prize pool of 2.5 million GMEE. 900,000 GMEE will be for activity rewards throughout the season. 600,000 GMEE is allocated as the tournament prize pool, while 325,000 GMEE will be for the leaderboard. Apart from GMEE tokens, players can also earn Sand, Quick, and Matic. New additions include TCP and Quid. Others will be announced later. Arc 8 will also be adding another game called Cube 2048, similar to the famous casual game 2048. Players without G-Bots will also have the chance of playing out the space battle called Dark Lords and winning an exclusive G-Bot starter. Another game, Energy Wars, will also allow players to get a limited edition G-Bot starter. Up next, DeQuest launches new game on the Pegaxy platform. The metaverse questing platform DeQuest has announced that its new game Quest is live and active in the Pegaxy metaverse. DeQuest is a questing platform with a reputation building protocol. Quest is a game put together to help players enter Pegaxy. It has 5 tasks which progress from one to another. Once players learn the basics and do all the work, they are set to play and win rewards. DeQuest is the first multi-chain cross-metaverse GameFi platform that authenticates the activities and exploits of the metaverse citizens. Players complete quests of their choice using these platforms and earn XP in the process. A total of 100,000 PGX is available, and it is split between the first 1,000 questers to finish the quest. A Pegaxy Soulbound token is also free for everyone who completes the tasks. Although the Pegaxy Soulbound token is a non-transferable NFT, its value is proportional to the number of skills and knowledge a player has about the game. DeQuest will use the SBT to tokenize interactions and achievements, as the token shows that the holders are thoroughbred Pegaxy racers. A vital asset of the DeQuest reputation layer is the Meta Passport, which helps identify new waves of gamers and creates immense value for Web3 communities. In addition, high-level holders will have exclusive access to beta testing of games, private communities, and special rewards. Up next, Souls of Meta reveals Guild NFTs. The team of Souls of Meta has revealed that the third-person action fantasy RPG metaverse will include Guild NFTs. Using a BNPL system, or Buy Now Pay Later, this new type of NFT will allow scholars of guilds to pay in installments while they play and earn in the game. In order to play, scholars need at least one character and one weapon, both GNFTs. And with each GNFT costing $80, that means each scholar has a debt of $160 that they pay in installments. Every guild will have a whitelist of scholars, so the developers can give the necessary GNFTs to those on the whitelist to allow them to play, with 50% of the daily earnings going towards paying off the debt. According to the developer's Medium post, based on the current fun-to-earn economic model metrics, scholars who play 10 hours per day can make around $150 per month, stating that approximately in 32 days, players can pay back $160 that's given to them as GNFTs, allowing them to keep the NFTs while having 100% earnings from then on. Souls of Meta is described as a fun-to-earn multi-chain gaming metaverse in which players get to complete quests, battle monsters, explore community-made worlds, jump into various PvP and PvE game modes, and more. A public beta demo is currently available, playable directly on the game's website as well as on Windows PCs and Android devices. Up next, Mech Titans roadmap revealed. The development team of Mech Titans has revealed the roadmap for their upcoming free-to-play turn-based RPG. It contains various milestones going all the way to the end of 2023 that the developers plan to fulfill within the given timeframes. What's currently going on is a $50,000 airdrop giveaway, with the rewards to randomly pick qualified users being given out in the form of the game's token, Meti. This airdrop is scheduled to end on September 30 this year, with the tokens to be sent out on December 8 in the same year. Future milestones include a private and public seed round, a listing for their token, a Mech NFT sale, a pilot NFT sale, the sale of Planet NFTs, the alpha release containing a PvE story mode, a beta test, official launch, and more. In this polygon-based title for PC and mobile devices, players fight each other using a variety of upgradable mechs. These mech NFTs are divided into tanks, attackers, ranger, and healers. They can be upgraded with enough tokens and mech fragments, and they can also be equipped with an upgradable pilot NFT that improves the stats of a mech while also adding a passive or active ability to use in battle. There will be various PvP and PvE game modes, certain tokens, resources, and NFTs. An alpha version is set to come out soon this year, followed by a beta also this same year, and the official release either by the end of the year or in early 2023. Up next, Elarium releases animated story trailer. Avant Labs AG, the developers of Elarium, a play-to-earn FPS metaverse, have released a new animated story trailer. In the minute-long video, we get to see the origins of Elarium, a rare mineral discovered by humans on Earth. Due to there being only a few known sources of it located on the planet, coupled with its wide-reaching applications, has caused a war between the Zoth and Reaver factions, who fight for control of the areas containing these minerals. The free-to-play title is a team-based PvP FPS made in Unreal Engine 5. Aside from featuring fast-paced gameplay, there will also be tools players can use to create various in-game assets, including skins, all of which will act as NFTs. Some of the game modes that will be playable include Team Deathmatch and Extraction mode. There will be a custom map builder alongside a creator reward program, allowing anyone to create their own map in game mode. The game's roadmap is divided into 8 phases. Following the release of this trailer, the first NFT drop, a Humans NFT collection, remains to be launched in Phase 3, after which Phase 4 shall commence, which features the second NFT drop, a token IDO and CEX listing, as well as the launch of gamified NFT staking. There will be an early access to the game in Phase 5, followed by an open beta in Phase 6, and the official game launch in Phase 7. Up next, AO Labs secures $4.5 million in funding round to support its Spacebar project. Founders of AO Labs, Johnny Koo and Christy Choi, believe that the gaming sector will pave the way for Web3. The veterans are combining their wealth of experience in gaming and tech to build a casual game that the community members can actively assist in building. The fundraising round was led by Yield Guild Games, ahead of over 70 leaders and angels in the crypto and gaming world. Few participants are Gabby Dizon, CEO of YGG, Balaji Srinivasan and Sandeep Nailwal of Polygon, Jeff Jiho Zerlin of Axie Infinity maker Sky Mavis, and Q Lee of Come2Us. The primary aim of the studio is to build a playground for Web3 communities, a community-owned open-source game platform called Spacebar. The Spacebar is a space-themed casual game that integrates Web3 tools, including a decentralized identification system, DeFi, NFTs, and game guilds. The game developers are alumni from Binance, Kakao, Coupang, Come2Us, Disney, and venture-backed startups. The team will be hiring more individuals who are versed in both blockchain tech and game development. Up next, sleep-to-earn Web3 lifestyle app SleeFi is launching into closed beta. The Web3 lifestyle app called SleeFi is on a mission to turn sleep-to-earn into reality, as the app is moving into closed beta. SleeFi will kick off a 7-day closed beta starting from August 15th until August 21st. Though the tester slots are now limited to 4,000 people, the team is planning to increase it to 5,500 soon. If everything goes smoothly, the Genesis Bet NFT sale will go live on September 2nd, followed by SFLT or SleeFi token listing on DEX in late September. By early October, the SleeFi app will launch into open beta on the App Store and Play Store. Built on the Avalanche network, SleeFi is a novel Web3 app that allows users to earn crypto by sleeping through the night or day. All they need to do is equip themselves with NFT beds, then measure their sleep once per day to start earning SleeFi token or SleeFi governance token. Within the app, you can buy different types of NFT beds based on your preferred sleep duration. During beta testing, SleeFi will largely depend on Google Fit to track users' sleeping time on Android devices. In future releases though, it will be possible for users to track their sleep through wearable devices. Next, Imperium Empire's web-based play-to-earn NFT game Apollo is now live. After months of development, Imperium Empires has released a web-based play-to-earn NFT game called Apollo. The team is now moving closer to launching the alpha game in Q4 of 2022. With the play-to-earn features available in Apollo, it is possible for players to start earning in-game rewards as well. Apollo is a game separated from Imperium Empire's alpha game. Only NFT spaceship holders can access it for now. Within Apollo, players can mine, lurk, refine, and trade resources to earn LIMC tokens on a seasonal basis. These tokens can be minted into the game's IMC tokens in future releases. There are 3 zones that players can travel to, namely the Safe Zone, Combat Zone, and War Zone. Each of them has varying levels of risks and rewards. For instance, mining in the War Zone will land you the most resources, but you will face higher risks as there are more lurking fleets waiting to attack weaker troops in this region. Each fleet's fuel is also limited and there's no way to travel from one spot to another instantly. This will require players to plan ahead before taking any journey in the vast universe of Imperium Empires. Players can try out many of Imperium Empire's core gameplay in Apollo. Given how complex the game can be, the team even published 3 game guides to explain the full mechanics. Up next, SHIB unveiled Shiba Eternity as the name of its long-awaited Shiba Inu game. Earlier this week, Shiba Inu took to Twitter to reveal its upcoming NFT-based collectible card game, dubbed Shiba Eternity. Developed in partnership with PlaySide Studios, the game will be available on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store upon release. A testing schedule for the title will be announced in the coming weeks soon. The announcement came at a time when Shiba Inu celebrated its 2nd birthday on August 1st. Though details remain scarce, Shiba Inu's lead developer Shaitoshi Kusama dropped a sneak peek at 2 NFT cards available in the game. Other than that, it will have some strategy and battle mechanics as well. Based on SHIB's agreement with PlaySide, Shiba Eternity is expected to hit the scene in Q1 of 2023. Since breaking into Ethereum 2 years ago, Shiba Inu has gained more than 3 million SHIB army followers across various social media platforms. This makes it one of the largest crypto communities in Web3. Back in April, the team introduced its very own SHIB metaverse that would consist of 100,595 NFT lands in full form. Users can gather in-game resources, generate rewards, and earn passive income just by holding an NFT plot in the SHIB metaverse. PlaySide Studios, the Australian-based developer, already published more than 50 titles in collaboration with entertainment giants such as Disney, Pixar, Warner Bros., and Nickelodeon. They have also delivered games across 4 platforms, which include mobile, virtual reality, augmented reality, and PC. Up next, MetalCore reveals the Build Your Own Barony challenge. Studio 369 has announced a Build Your Own Barony challenge that is starting this week for their blockchain title MetalCore, an open-world mech FPS. A Barony represents a player-owned in-game guild that allows players to play faction wars as well as PvE challenges together. The new event is meant to incentivize players to create their own guilds, with submissions set to close on August 31. Baronies that register before that day need at least 2 members, while up to 50 members per barony are allowed for this challenge. The baronies who end up successfully qualifying for the program will be rewarded with a 20% increase to the amount of infantry NFTs the guild holds. That means that a guild that registers with 100 infantry NFTs will end up getting 20 randomized infantries of varying rarity. The free-to-play title recently had its first NFT collection, 10,000 Infantry Genesis NFTs released. Some new gameplay footage was shown in a tweet last month. An open-world alpha version is slated for release in September this year. Up next, the Sandbox partners with Playboy for Vox Edit contest. Via a blog post, Sandbox said the Sandbox users are invited to translate Playboy's vision into a piece of art. Your goal is to create an asset inspired by the Playboy universe. Remember to keep it family-friendly. The top 10 winners will share a prize pool of 15,000 sand as follows. Also, any of the top 10 who hold a Playboy Rabbitar NFT by 3 PM UTC on the 9th of September will get a special Playboy merch, an extra 69 sand, in honor of the 69th anniversary of Playboy. Entry submission is open from midnight UTC on the 5th of August to 11:59 PM UTC on the 19th of August. Voting will run from the 20th to the 4th of September, while the Rabbitar snapshot will take place on the 9th of September by 3 PM. The final results will be announced on the next day on the 10th of September. Entrants must create a GIF of their fully animated asset to submit their entries, with Gazo as a recommendation. Low quality, plagiarized, or spammed entries that lack creativity will be disqualified. In addition, entries with inappropriate references such as race, sex, and gender will not be accepted. Up next, MetaRun announces Closed Beta Part 2 launching on August 8. The team behind the PlayToEarn endless mobile runner game MetaRun has announced a Part 2 of the closed beta, set to launch on August 8. This second beta is set to kick off in a couple of days and will end on August 31. In order to play Part 2, players need to own an NFT ticket, which can no longer be bought. Those who purchased it earlier or received it in a giveaway for the first part of the closed beta can still use it to play this upcoming one. If you don't have a ticket but would like to play, then the only option this time around is to try your luck at winning a giveaway. In the game, players earn Opal, with a type of ticket affecting how much can be earned. Opal represents a virtual stable currency that is pegged with USD at a ratio of 1 to 270. That is, 270 Opal is equal to 1 USD, allowing players to have the currency exchanged with the MRun using price oracles. MRun is the game's utility token that can be used for upgrading characters, buying items at a discount, and more. The Opal earned during closed beta will be turned into MRun and become available for withdrawal after the closed beta finishes and open beta starts. The closed beta will be available on Android and iOS devices, while the open beta is planned to launch in September this year. Up next, Rev Motorsports shares details on Shard Token. Rev Motorsports has shared excerpts on the white paper of Shard Token via a blog post. SHRD or Shard Token is a cross-blockchain fungible token, and it is the primary reward for play and engagement within the ecosystem. It comes just after the Rev Token, the core utility token for purchasing commodities and accessing exclusive events in the ecosystem. Since Rev Racing is an arcade simulation racing game, Shard is earned based on the distance covered. The token is earned per mile, as each track is measured by the number of miles for a single lap. Although the base earn is 5 Shard per mile, the earn rate is determined by the car rarity, event type, and Rev fee. Although Shard supply is not limited, the emission is controlled every month, and the token is also burnable. The initial mint will be 30 million, and then 2 million Shard will be added monthly. The mining will start this month. The amount a player will receive in a month is proportional to their earnings that month. There is no straight percentage for this calculation, which is also affected by factors such as the recent activity of such players, the total lifetime sessions, and the car ownership. The fusion system is another utility for Shard. It allows cars to fuse with other cars and NFTs to generate new ones. It will also be earnable for track owners in the Rev Motorsport ecosystem. Up next, Crazy Treasure begins public beta test. The developers of Crazy Treasure have announced the dates for the game's public beta test, and interested participants will have free access to the game. Users can pay 1 USDT to stand a chance to win 1 Bitcoin, 1 ETH, as well as other stablecoins. The 1 USDT will be returned to the user's account after participation, and every participant in the public beta test will be rewarded with an extra game token of 800 CTT. In addition, players who invite new players into the ecosystem can earn up to 50% commission. Players will have to make the whitelist before they can be considered to take part in the public beta test. Whitelists can be gotten from collaborative communities or influencers. Players can also qualify by actively participating in the game's Twitter and Telegram activities. For every participant to ace the beta test session, the team has released a tutorial video. The Crazy Treasure public beta test will last for a week, from the 2nd of August to the 9th of August 2022. And lastly, Big Time Studios announces open loot to share its Web3 knowledge. Big Time Studios, the team behind the intergalactic time-traveling RPG Big Time, has chosen to share its expertise with a larger community. It has launched open loot to enable gaming developers all over the world to incorporate Web3 technology into their titles, as well as to provide a brand new launchpad so that those who follow don't have to start from scratch. Ari Malik, CEO at Big Time Studios, said, quote, "We believe that we can bring the success we realized with Big Time to our partner studios, and have them join the largest Web3 gaming community in the world," end quote. In addition, the team has established the Open Loot Ecosystem Fund. This new initiative will assist developers in bringing their Web3 plans to life by applying funds and knowledge in equal measure to realize the blockchain dreams of those embarking on a Web3 adventure. Big Time Studios Ltd is the publisher and developer of the video game Big Time, as well as the platform for the next generation of Web3 games, Open Loot. Open Loot enables game developers to mint and distribute crypto-based digital assets within their games and a marketplace, creating a seamless environment for casual players. And that's a wrap for this week's News Day. What are your thoughts about the news I talked about today? Let me know in the comments. I'll be back same time next week to give you another weekly recap. And for more info on everything about blockchain games, check out our website at PlayToEarn.net, where we have the largest database of games that have all the info you need. That's it for today. See you next video.